Welcome to the Instagram stories for Friday, October 27th, weekend edition. I'm your host, Daniel Hill. As always, I'm going to talk about some social media news, but a lot of times there's social media strategy that I want to share, but I feel that you've heard it many other places, and I just be regurgitating the same content that others are saying. A couple of weeks ago, I came across a fantastic piece of social media strategy, and I got the person who created this social media strategy on the show to talk about it. Stick around for that clip. It's going to be in the second half of the show. First, though, let's talk about some Threads news. Threads has added two significant features, Polls and GIFs. Here's the head of Instagram, Adam Mosseri, talking about these two new features on Threads.
This week on Threads, two new ways to start conversations. The first is polls. So when you post a poll, you can post up to 4 options. People need to vote in order to see the results, and if they do, they'll get notified with the results at the end of the 24-hour window. Second is GIFs. So it's easier now to post GIFs on Threads. You can, whenever you're starting a thread or replying to a thread, tap the little GIF option, search for something, or just grab something recent and start a conversation that way. So try them both out. Let me know what you think down below in the replies and any other features you'd like to see. Peace.
I don't think either of these two features are revolutionary. X, formerly known as Twitter, has had these features for years, but I like how if you vote in a poll, Threads will notify you when the poll is over so you can go back and see how the poll ended up. I like that as a concept. Plus, it's a good chance to re-engage. Maybe you want to make a comment on how the poll ended. Bringing you back is another opportunity in order to do that. In other Instagram news, Adam Mosseri posted in his broadcast channel a new test alert. Instagram has just started testing a new way to invite friends to join in on your feed posts. Before posting a carousel, you can turn on the ability for your followers to submit photos and or videos, which you can approve to add to the post. He says that he's excited about all the creative possibilities that this opens up, and you have an opportunity to let him know if you think you'd try this out. I like this concept of a collaborative post a lot, especially if your friends, like my friends, take better photos than you do. I'll admit, I'm not great at photos. I can edit a video, but I can't take great photos. So if someone else is going to add to the carousel with their excellent photos, I'm all for it. We are going to take a quick break. When we come back, we're going to talk about a Reels strategy. And the person who's going to be sharing this strategy with us knows a lot more about it than I do. So stick around. Are you ready to monetize your social posts and ride the instant shopping trend? Check out BecauseILoveIt.com, known as Billy. I've connected with them recently, and I'm loving their vision to empower influencers. Whether you're on Instagram, TikTok, or any other platform, Billy is where you can create your own online store to feature products you love. The best part is that brands reward you with a commission on every sale. Easy as that. Visit BecauseILoveIt.com/Daniel Hill to join Billy and get $100 in free credits to share with your audience. Head over to the link in the show notes to learn more and sign up. And we're back. Recently, I read a blog post that explained the difference in time between Reels posts and why shorter posts, less than 15 seconds, are more ideal for getting in front of more eyeballs. I hadn't seen this strategy before. It comes from Jen Herman, who is from jenstrends.com. Jen has been a guest on my podcast before. I've interviewed her about her Instagram expertise. I've seen her multiple times speak at Social Media Marketing World. She's the author of Instagram for Dummies. She's such an expert on the platform. Here's her explaining the strategy for the length of Reels videos that you should be following.
Not all Reels are created equal. Hey there, I'm Jen Herman with Jen's Trends, one of the leading experts on Instagram worldwide. And if you're not familiar with the concept that different Reels serve different functions, listen in. The super short, the 5 to 15 second Reels are going to be super top of funnel. These are for awareness only. These are what are most likely to show up in Explore, in suggested content, and in search results. They are super short. They are meant to be awareness only. No calls to action, no pushy sales information, not a ton of information, just awareness. The slightly longer but still short would be the 15 to 30 second reels. These are the ones that are going to get you a little bit more exposure in terms of nurturing your audience, telling a little bit more about your brand, maybe offering a really good tip or tutorial, maybe in a stop motion aspect where you can still get it into, a 15 to 20 second capacity. But these are meant, again, top of funnel. There's not going to be a lot of calls to actions. It's still going to be awareness, but a little bit more nurturing for your audience and those non-followers. Now, the long reels, those 30 to 90 second reels, these are for your existing audience. These ones are not likely to show up in Explore. They're not as likely to show up in search, and they may get shared by your existing audience, but it's to serve them and the people that they want to share it with. So these are the ones that are more for giving that longer form content, the tutorials, the information, the resources, more information about your brand, your product, your service. It's for building relationships and conversions. This is where you can move into more of the calls to action, more about your brand, more about how to purchase or use your products or services in the long run. So keep that in mind. Super short, under 30 seconds are going to be top of funnel awareness only. Over 30 seconds are for serving your existing audience and building those relationships and driving conversions.
I love this strategy. This is definitely something I'm going to be incorporating more in my videos. Check out Jen at Jens_trends. I will link to her page in the show notes so that you can check it out. Definitely sign up for her mailing list. All her content is fantastic. That is going to do it for today's episode. As always, on Mondays, we will do Mosseri Monday, where we go through what the head of Instagram shared on his Ask Me Anything. So be sure to come back for that. Have a great weekend. Go create some content. I'm going to go make some videos right now. You do it. Send me what you make. Check out what I made. That's what we do. It's just part of the process. Thanks so much for listening.
Instagram news got you covered, sometimes even TikTok. Relevant platforms in the metaverse ahead of the wave. Without a break or a pit stop, still waiting for Zuckerberg to give me the big job. Pause. Use trademarks and logos with Insta's permission, of course. If you like the show and you gain some good info, maybe leave a review. It's a type of applause. Just drop me a message if you want to collab. If you got some good content or you want to run ads, at Daniel Hill Media is where I am. TikTok, Facebook and Instagram.